All right, so today we have Justina Johnson, one of eXp Realty's top agents in Woodbury, Minnesota. She is a member here at Woodbury Office Centers, and today she is presenting Setting the Stage for Success. And while Justina is speaking, I would just like everybody to have their microphones muted, unless you have something you'd like to bring up when there's a break in the presentation. And if not, just go ahead and leave your comments in the chat box, and I'll monitor those as we go. And if enough comments come up, I'll bring that up to Justina and we can answer those questions as we go. And if not, we'll have some time at the end of the presentation to talk about those things. So with that out of the way, I'll let Justina go ahead and start up the presentation here.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Justina with eXp Realty here in Woodbury, and thank you for inviting me here to share my story with you. I appreciate it very much. And so a little history about who I am. I am been a realtor for about 21 years, and I would have been it for 31 years, but 30 years ago, I went knocking on a door of another, they're not in business anymore, another real estate company. And I said, I'm looking at becoming a real estate agent. And they said, you don't have what it takes, Justina. So I didn't think I could do this. So I never pursued it again, but my husband and I got involved with home flipping about 3 years ago. And back when you could actually make money in it. And the gentleman that we were using said he was moving to California. He wouldn't be able to help us, and nobody else wanted to help us. And so he said, just get your license. So I got my license, and the first month I sold 3 homes. And I thought, I wasn't expecting this because remember, I don't have what it takes to be a realtor. Well, after about 20 years, I've sold over 1,500 homes and always been got the highest award at my previous brokerage.
That goes to show, Justina, never listen to the naysayers. Do you know how many times they told me I couldn't be in business? I'm right there with you.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. So I just wish I would have pursued it 30 years ago and not waited. I lost 10 years, but you know, it was okay. Everything is fine the way it's supposed to be. And so the only reason I chose my previous brokerage was 20 years ago. You had to do everything in an office built setting. And so, which meant that I had to go into an office and get to their software. And the only reason I went there is because I was told that they had the best internet connection. There for 20 years, sold 1,500 homes, made them a couple $1 million. So real estate, if you don't know, is that they know that your brokerage people don't pay you. You pay them. You either rent your office for an ungodly amount of money, and then you get to keep some of your commission, or they take a whole lot of your commission. So that's how they make money, turning the lights on and paying the managers and the manager's manager and the stockholders and the franchisee owners. So it's quite a deal there. I was introduced to eXp Realty probably about 2.5 years ago. I really liked the concept because it gave me more freedom, but I was not about to take a nationally known brokerage, and that I felt that I didn't want to go into something that would ruin my reputation by going what something was fly by night. So it was a big decision of what to do. And so I just really watched eXp and their growth. And then I started to see people that I've really admired in the industry over the years join eXp as well. I'm going, well, if they're doing it, maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. So I looked into it again in about 18 months ago, and liked again what I saw, and then even more. And at that point, there were about 24,000 people that had joined in the United States. How eXp is different than any other company that I know of anyhow, is it's not a franchise. So they're saving 20% of whatever you make. So it's one company based out of Washington State. It is started by a gentleman by the name of Glenn Sanford, who was with Keller Williams, one of their top dogs there, and says, I think I can do this better if we knock off the franchise and just have it be one company, so we can save the agents some dollars. And let's make the agents part of owners by allowing them to buy stock. Now, David, you know about stock more so than I do, but I watched how EXP stock is really exploding, and I'm thinking, oh, that's a nice perk. Instead of paying the stockholders to work there, now they're paying me to stay there. And so, EXP is a virtual company. Most agents work from their home, but I have always had a really big office, and because I have a team and partnerships, I'm very grateful that Office Centers allowed me to partner with them. Thank you very much for allowing me to do this. I love our little group, and the people, all the people that are in this are so pleasant, and everybody smiles and has such great energy. It's so refreshing, and I really appreciate it very much. Since I have joined EXP, I have invited probably 24 partners, and about 13 have come on board so far. And so what I am trying to do is, because of my age, I'm trying to incorporate what I have learned through marketing and my skills throughout the 20 some years I've been in the business, is to empower them to take over what I'm doing. So looking for partners that are wanting to join the endeavor with EXP. Some are brand new agents, and some have been seasoned agents with another brokerage that want to elevate their sphere of influence as well. So I don't know if I have screen share capabilities. So, okay, there it is right there.
Yep.
I'm going to just screen share something so you know where I'm at here. Okay, so EXP is a publicly traded company. They are owned by, their parent company is EXPI, who owns EXP Realty, and they also own a company by the name of Verbella, who is a virtual meeting. And what has happened is that the people like the Pentagon and different companies have come on board and chosen Verbella to help them to be virtual. And so that's why their stock has exploded so much during the pandemic. So they have actually grown huge just because of the technology that they have. We just completed last week a conference that we had online every day, and it was dynamite. And as other companies have shrunk and closed their doors, locked their doors because of the COVID, we are ready and willing to able to do this. So you can see where the timeline for EXP, and this is a little outdated because we've got a couple more years, but they became a publicly traded company back in 2013. And next slide here. Here's where we are today. So you can see that we're the fastest growing real estate company ever, and we are actually global. We have, we're in Mexico, just opened up, India just opened up, Australia, we're opening up Germany, they're in Canada. Oh, I know I'm forgetting some countries, but their goal is to be in 44 countries. So it's kind of fun. And so that's why they love places like, I forgot to turn my phone off. They love places like Office Centers, because we can all work remotely, have a place to meet with clients, have a place to get our mail, and be everywhere we can. So the bricks and mortar places are closing. Netflix took over Blockbuster, so it is really an amazing kind of a transformation of what's going on. And so they have everything is in our cloud, and we have training all the time. It doesn't in real-time support. I can go and ask anybody anything, anytime. International collaboration. We're just expanding all the time. So we have our goal is to get nothing but the very best professionals involved and continue to share the story, because then we're not in a box of what the big box store real estate offices do. We are independent. We can do anything. I do most of my work sitting in my car in the parking lot. I can make all my calls, come into the office, meet with some people, and collaborate with the great people in the office, and feel like I'm not having to punch a time clock. It's a fabulous lifestyle. So we are looking for top people that are thinking of possibly joining EXP as well, not just for me to go out in the community and sell a home, because certainly I don't have a license in India. Certainly I don't have a license in Washington State, but I do have a license in Wisconsin as well as Minnesota. And my goal for the next 12 months is to have a license in Alabama and Florida. So I'm able to work in all those states with one company, so I don't have to learn any new systems, because learning new systems is one of my fears that I have. So
real quick, we had a question from David. He wanted to, he said he's hoping to hear the secret sauce, how you market and train others to succeed.
Well,
is this mostly presentation about your company, or do you have other things that you're going to be presenting?
I'm going to share other things. That was just background of who I am and why I'm with EXP.
Oh, okay.
So what I have done is all through my career with real estate is to really brand myself. And I don't know if you have ever seen my signs. I don't know if I have a sign here with me, but I have made thousands of my little yellow Call Justina signs all throughout my career, and hung them on my homes that I'm selling, hung them on directional signs, whatever the case is, within the law. I'm a little gray sometimes, but I try to get there. And so I've branded myself, but I've also worked tirelessly on my Google My Business page. And that has organically grown. So I am getting calls I had a call from just 2 days ago from somebody who's moving from, I don't know, I think it's Washington State or Portland, Oregon. And they said they're Google top realtor in Woodbury, and my name came up. I didn't pay for that, but I worked because of the Google My Business platform. And I'm always adding content to that, and photos and reviews to that. And now I think I've got 107 Google reviews up there. So that is a lot of work, a lot of years of work on that, but it's paid off beautifully. So I always encourage any small business person to get their Google My Business going, and to always enhance that and keep that going. Because if you don't keep at it, you'll start to lose your rankings. And so you have to do that. That coupled with my brand and my sign, it's a yellow sign, says Call Justina. It's all it says. It doesn't say home for sale, doesn't say anything, just says Call Justina. And so people driving by and they're thinking, who in the world, we got to sell our house, who should we call? And they look and see, it's the sign, Call Justina. They can't, they believe that that's really the answer to their problem. So because people trust me, I have to live up to that. I have to operate in the highest integrity, that's at all possible. Another trick that I use that has really helped, and another gentleman from Office Centers shared it with me, Tony Schwartz, he is also my sponsor in EXP, but he's also a great friend and mentor. and he's been sharing with me a postcard mailing system called Banner Season. And Banner Season allows me to, for $49 a month, I can send out unlimited amounts of postcards a month, unlimited. So I usually send out almost 2,000 postcards a month. And I have a lender that helps me pay for those. And now I'd like to, looking for like restaurants or partnerships so we can send those out in conjunction together to share the cost. So all we're doing is paying for the postage. 35 cents a card, and they're beautifully done postcards. And so I've been doing that now for about 6 months. And it's a great way for me to stay in touch with past clients, as well as find areas that, communities that I want to continue to work in, that I've sold a lot of homes in.
Question. Did you say it was called Banner Season? Like,
Yes, they're changing their name, but if you Google Banner Season, you'll see it. And
okay.
I'll be happy to, I'll see if I can find that on here. We can turn that in.
Do you design your own, or do they have flat templates that for you to use?
Good question. They do have templates, but I use a company or a website called Canva, and you've seen it advertised on television.
Yes.
And so I designed Canva. I designed my postcard in Canva, and then I upload it to my Banner Season. So I'm just going to show you.
Design in Canva and upload to Banner Season.
Yes, and I'll show you some of my can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to stop the sharing here. Okay, I'm going to go and show you what I've been doing here.
Okay, great.
Then when you have a second, I have a follow-up question on the Google My Business too.
Okay, trying to find out. Oh, here's my, I gotta find my screen share again. And so here's one of my postcards right here. So I'm always branding it to myself, keeping my call Justina with my red J, my phone number. And look at how nice they are.
We can't see it.
Oh, okay.
At least I don't see it. Does anybody else see it? Okay. No.
Is it, how about now?
Nope. If you click the screen share button, there should be a bunch of options for all of the different screens that you can choose from. And then you click on the one that you want, and it should go to it. There you go.
That's not what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna get out of that one.
Yep.
Thanks, Will, for your technical support. We need you.
Yeah, no kidding. New share. Okay, I got to do new share.
There, we can see it now.
Okay, so
Yep.
This is just one of the ones that I have done, this postcard here, and they're really high quality glossy postcards that have, I'm going to start showing my other saved projects. And oh, here's another one. We did the petting zoo over at, we had the Spanish immersion school that joined office centers. So I did a shared postcard with them. So it's really quite, their quality is amazing. And for $49 a month for unlimited postcards, I mean, why wouldn't anybody do that? So that has really helped. I got a guy that I sold a house to like 18 years ago, called me up. He goes, well, Justina, of course I'm going to use you. You always send me stuff. I'm going, okay, it's working. It's working. That's what I need to see. But Canva is a great tool to start with, because it gives you, there's Banner Season, you can design the cards in there and you can get a mailing list. But with Canva, you have a little bit, it's easier for me to design and put together. But I always want to have a format that's similar so that my brand is always consistent with what I'm doing.
Now, this is the front of your postcard.
Yeah.
And then the addresses are on the back. Is there any other thing that you can put on the, do you have the, what it looks like on the flip side?
Let me just see here. Let's
I
see.
mean, is there a message or something like that, or it's all on the front and just the address on the back?
No, here's the backside too. I got to figure out where that is. Just a second here.
I'm sorry to ask so many questions,
no,
but I'm
no.
interested, so.
But here is, and they also do these mugs too. Let me see here. Oh, here. So in other words, my, let me see where I can put this, open this up. So they do these mugs. You can do this and send them for gifts. So when I had a client that just got married, they posted this on Facebook. And so I took that photo and I had that, and I added all that to them and I sent it as a gift. And she was just like totally thrilled. So I don't have to get out of my,
That's sweet.
I
Yeah.
don't have to leave my office. I can just go and push the send button and send those out to folks. And she was just totally thrilled with that. So it does a lot of really fun stuff. So if you do sign up for banner season, there you can, it's a referral. You have to you get referred. There's no downline monies that I make or anything like that, but I think they give me brownie points. So if you use the code Justina, then you just log in and say, I want to start this, or talk to me and maybe we can do a shared postcard sometime. That would be really fun. That would save a lot of money, as I'd be more than happy to do that. So
I'll talk to you if you want to.
yeah, that would be really
Yeah,
fun.
I like that idea.
And so I'm going to go to the Canva now and see where that is at. And I'll show you how Canva works for me.
Yeah, because we could do something like a live and work in Woodbury.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
right,
Yeah.
right.
You know, like you looking for homes and us looking for,
Mhm,
if you want to work outside your home office.
mhm. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the screen sharing, stop screen, start screen. Can you see that?
We can now, yes.
Okay, so this is where this is where I download and make everything. I've made my Thanksgiving letters here. I've made my just listed just sold letters here, and my postcards right here too. And my brochures, and they actually print, if you want, I don't print my postcards through them, but I print my letters through them. And my brochures, and they're really high quality. They trifold them for me. They look amazing. I'm just really impressed with the quality of these here. And so at the office centers are always getting boxes for me from Canva. So that's really fun.
I think I got one from you a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. You're on
Yeah.
my list.
Yeah, so it's good.
So there's I think the latest one that just is gone out or whatever the case is. And sometimes I design these and I don't send them, but that's what I'll use as a photo for on my Google My Business on my from my Google page. So I'll use this as artwork. So I don't even send them out. I just use it for so it's a consistent message all the time with my brand.
So is that like send out cards where you can put your signature on personalized things?
I believe so. I have not, they do have cards, David, but I have not used those yet. I might start using those, but I like the price of postcard stamps better. At 35 cents a piece, that's pretty good savings for me. So, but Canva is free. You can just don't have to pay any money for it. They make their money by if you buy the printing from them, which is really the best printing I've seen for the price anyhow. So it's free. And then the banner season is also, I'm gonna go back to stop sharing here. The banner season is also, you can go to free account or you could do the gold account, which I do for $49 a month, and I can just send out as much as I want whenever I want. And yes, they do have letters, cards, gifts, brownies, all kinds of fun things that you can send out to clients. So those are, Google My Business, and having my own brand with my logo and my signs, banner season, and Canva are the 4 things that I use to get the business that I have today. But also I have a database of 800 and some people that I'm always in touch with. And I'm always on the phone calling. And so I sit in my little room there, and that's why I need an office center. Because I don't have that opportunity at home. I get distracted with laundry and things like that.
I know, stuff gets in the way of work there.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask one follow-up question on the Google My Business?
Sure.
I mean, I know about the reviews, which unfortunately in my industry, I'm not allowed to solicit, but are there other things that you're doing on there to get more notice?
Posting, I'm adding photos. So you can add a small post, and you can do a little video, you could do whatever. And so I'm going to see if I can go pull up my Google My Business page and show you.
I think it's really important for everyone to learn more about branding and how they can use those opportunities. Because we were just talking here at Office Centers about our theme, last year was just show up. And then of course we couldn't show up as much as we could because of COVID and things like that. But we're really looking at 2021 being a brand new year so that we have a consistent message across all 12 of our power lunches for the year 2021, just having to do with that branding, Justina. So I think you are right on with saying that work on your branding, work on posting of some sort of a blog, a tip, anything gets you a higher rating, and as long as it goes with your brand, right?
I agree.
A higher Google rating and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're looking for, is somebody who's working their website and looking at applying and giving new content and relevant content, and not something that you've copied from somebody else.
Yeah, I write a lot of my own content.
Absolutely, I bet you do.
So I'm trying to figure out how to share that screen right now. I don't see it on here. Just a second here.
I was just going to share real quick that my fiance and I are looking to get into a house soon, and we've just been looking on just like all the different websites like Redfin and Zillow and all those things, and we've seen your little yellow sign a handful of times. Yeah. I was like, oh, Justina, she works on the same floor as me.
Well, that's too funny.
Yeah.
It's too funny. Okay, let me see if I can do the screen share thing really quick, so I found what I'm looking for. Let's see here. Oh, here it is right here. I'm going to share that. Here's my Google My Business page right here. And these are the posts that I've put in. Here's the last post here. Don't miss out on the news. I'm just trying to move this here.
That's a pretty house.
Yikes. Thank you for all of 107 views. What are closing costs? This one, the Twin City area. Look at the what's going on in the market in the Twin Cities. Number one top secret for buying hot investment properties revealed. And then so on and so forth. You can see how often I post, but see what I do is I take my same postcard that I use to send out, and I make it a post, and that also gets funneled to my business Facebook page, my LinkedIn page, and
that consistency really helps, doesn't it, Justina?
I think so.
Yes, I know, because then people recognize your stuff right away.
Mm-hmm. So you can see how often I post. So a couple of times a month that I do things, and whatever I need to do. And here's Flag Day.
Sure.
So
it's a great time to say you're thankful for your customers. This is Thanksgiving week, gratitude. I mean, David, there's nothing wrong with saying thank you to all of your clients, to the people that you work with, those who support one another. I mean, those messages seem like they're very incidental, but they add new relevant content each time, and it's something that comes from you. Oh, there you go. He's got his cards right there. But
And
we're
then-
talking about how do you get a better online resource? I mean, for people to be able to find you. And Justina, you've done a
Yeah.
great job.
And-
Do you coordinate it all yourself through Facebook and LinkedIn?
Yeah, I have it set up so everything funnels, and then adding your photos too. And so you want to add different photos as of everything. And then that's one thing I need to do more of. These are it's certainly not near as many photos as I really should have in there. And so I need to get that. I need to work on that. So no, I haven't achieved where I want to be yet, but I hope to I keep growing.
You're
But,
doing a heck of a job.
but it has been a really satisfying. So my thought is to really help these young agents that want to get started in the business to figure out how to do that, because the big companies really don't want to see agents on the first page of Google. They want to see their companies on the first page so they get the call and sell the leads back to their agents. So I'm all about making each and every person a star.